On the opening day of the tournament, I think we were treated to some entertaining rugby, but more importantly, enterprising rugby as well. We saw some good open rugby, lots of tries scored. The crowds came out in their thousands to support the tournament, and it's got off to a flying start, and it augurs well. In fact, it augurs very well for the remainder of the tournament. The world champions got off to a flying start in the tournament. They scored 16 tries. We knew they had devastating pace behind, and we saw that with tries for Cheslin Colby in particular from fullback, Sibelo Sinatra, he crossed 4 times, Justin Gedould as well. What did surprise me was that Andre Pollard, he missed the first 6 conversions, but that could be a concern because they've got England coming up next, and the odd conversion, penalty here and there could make all the difference. England will be very pleased with the way they won the match. A chance missed, perhaps, that they didn't claim a bonus point. Standing out for me in the English performance was the captain, naturally, Jack Clifford. He crossed for 2 tries. He's a natural leader, he's a born leader. Very impressed by England, solid performance, but again, that bonus point try, they could well have done with that one. South Africa and England, historically in the Junior World Championship, has been a big game. The English will have at the back of their minds, of course, the clash last year when South Africa needed to score 4 tries to qualify for the semi-finals. They got those 4 tries in the second half. So in that sense, South Africa have the psychological advantage. Whatever happens, it's going to be a huge clash. The French will be extremely disappointed on their home turf, losing to England, the old enemy, Le Rosbif. They have some exciting runners behind in Stéphane Perez and Teddy Thomas. We saw glimpses of their brilliance, but so typical of the French. They blow hot and cold, you never know what you're going to get. As for the USA, well, they've witnessed already how difficult it is to make that step up. It's a quantum leap, in fact, from the Junior World Trophy to the Junior World Championship. They won't play that badly again, that's for sure, and they will take every advantage of any weakness in the French side. It's going to be difficult for France to qualify, and if they are to qualify, then they will need to emulate the performance of South Africa and score a hatful of tries and hopefully gain a cricket score. To my mind, the performance of the opening round was that of Ireland against Australia. Obviously a very, very well drilled side, and none more so than the forward 8. They took the game to Australia and gave it to them up front, and that gave the platform then for the back row, Luke McGrath to control things at half-back, and Tom Daly in centre field. He was the creative influence in midfield, and he's an exciting prospect, that's for sure. Fiji have to learn that you have to be very disciplined to play this game, and if you are to make any headway, then you have to play within the rules and you have to tackle below the neckline. But you know full well that as soon as the play is lifted above the horizontal, then we are in red card territory. But from there on in, then I think their game came apart. There is talent in that Fijian side, there are no 2 ways about it. But they have to curb their over-exuberance perhaps in the tackle area. Fiji troubled New Zealand certainly at the restart, and that's an area of concern for New Zealand certainly. The other area of concern will be the breakdown in communication in midfield. When Fiji were down to 11 men, New Zealand found it very difficult to find the try line. 4 times champions. They take each game as it comes, they hold something back. We won't see the best of New Zealand until that final pool match against Ireland. And they will have their strongest side out in that last pool match, no doubt about it. And that promises to be an entertaining contest, to say the least. Australia know that if they lose this one against New Zealand, they will be out of the competition, having already lost to Ireland. And it will have been a very poor tournament from an Australian perspective. Next to Ireland's win, I thought the Commuters' win over Scotland was probably the second best performance of the opening round. Argentina, we know, always come with a big pack, but behind the scrum, Argentina have unearthed another gem to wear the number 10 shirt, Fernandez. He was the creative influence. They claimed a bonus point. I think they showed against Scotland that they have another dimension, they have a plan B, they can mix and match, and that is what Wales will have to be wary of, and Samoa up next. I was a little disappointed in the Samoan performance against the Welsh. They had their chances early on. I'm not so sure that they have the capability behind the scrum to match the genius, if you like, of outside half Fernandez, because he is their playmaker, and he's got a good rugby brain in him. Wales couldn't have done more against Samoa. They claimed a bonus point try. They're in a good place at the moment, going in to the The next game against Scotland, some good performances, I thought, from captain Ellis Jenkins, Ieuan Jones in particular at number 8. Behind the scrum, you had Sam Davis orchestrating things, and I thought that Sean Bennett played well when he came on as a substitute. Scotland are an enigma at senior level and at under-20s as well. They scored some cracking tries. Jamie Fandel, last season's top try scorer. Mark Bennett returned from Clermont. They have the players. They'll be up for it, that's for sure, and Wales can't rest on their laurels either. This Sunday, I think, is going to be a step up again for all the teams. It's going to be an exciting weekend of rugby, and by Monday morning we'll have learnt a heck of a lot more as to how this championship is going to unfold.